Hello there, welcome to this new week. Welcome to Herman Manyora's YouTube channel. My name is Jadiel Kabiro. I'm always glad to see you joining us for our political conversations. Conversations that are usually simple, truthful, and biased. Prof puts them as hard-hitting. I'm joined by him. How are you doing today?
Good.
You're good?
Yes.
Okay, today's political conversation is a very simple conversation, but we are starting from what you said on Saturday because we just have a few days for us to know the presidential the running mates of our presidential candidates.
Yes.
You said Sabina Chege is standing up on top, becoming number one from Raila's side through elimination method.
Yes.
Some would say that, Prof, this is so far-fetched. Sabina Chege just because of loyalty, Prof?
You know, people don't forget, before Magufuli died, nobody knew Suluhu. She's called what? Samia Suluhu Hassan. Who knew her? Even Tanzanians themselves didn't know her. She was... And you wouldn't even compare her to Sabina Chege, if you are talking about substance. Yeah. Because apart from some experience in the NGO world, she really wasn't much. She was just another woman in a polygamous marriage and minding her business, and then she was chosen to be vice president. By her own words, she was even surprised how the party got to her. And she was just a humble vice president until Magufuli died suddenly, and there she is. And she's doing a good job.
Yeah.
So in terms of substance, Sabina Chege is far ahead of Suluhu Hassan.
Yeah.
Because Suluhu was even 60 years old, and really, that's not a very youthful age.
Yeah.
And she's doing fine, actually, very well. So what would Sabina Chege do if duty called that she becomes president after Raila, for example? Why wouldn't she be president?
Some people in the comments are saying that she isn't well known countrywide, the whole of the country, as someone would hope a running mate, as we have been seeing in Kenya, is supposed to be.
Yeah, you see, it's a difficult thing to talk about, because you see, our politics is about big names. Granted.
Yeah.
But we have also seen what these big names can bring to the office. Look no further than Ruto and how he has behaved, because he was a big name. I'm sure even Ruto himself, like I said, will be hesitant to pick a big name as running mate.
Yeah.
Yes.
He will not pick William Ruto for it.
Yes.
So you say for Sabina Chege, she has what it takes?
Of course, many people think it should be Mother Karua. Because with Mother Karua, you have Biden and Kamala Harris.
Yeah.
Completely.
The perfect duo.
Oh, perfect. Perfect.
But
now the realities of politics, this thing is going to Sabina Chege.
When you look at the gubernatorial aspect,
well, Raila may ignore what we are saying, but I think if I were him, I would pick her. But Kenya requires Mother Karua. It's so difficult now.
It's you're even doubting what you said.
Of course, if I was quietly to vote, I'll vote for Mother Karua. Quietly.
but you
when Sabina Chege is not seeing.
But look, let's talk about Governor Mike Sonko, our former governor, now vying in Mombasa. He said Raila is being misled by people in boardrooms. It is so simple according to IPA. It's supposed to be Kalonzo Musyoka. It's very simple. When you're moving forward, what will we see if Raila doesn't pick Sabina Chege? Because it seems like it's a do-or-die kind of situation there in Wiper.
Nothing is simple in politics. What you see as simple is just the face of a hidden thing. Yes. It's never as simple as some people might think. If it was simple, everybody would become president. Yeah.
So what do you think we'll see if Kalonzo isn't picked?
If Kalonzo is not picked, two things will happen. The first thing, there will be a serious negative reaction. And the canvas will seem to be leaving Azimio. That is to be expected.
Okay.
But just like grief is handled, there are stages of grief. At some point, you accept. At some point, you reconcile yourself with the fact that somebody has died. And you accept, and you begin to heal. There is sufficient time for many people who react against that to heal and come back to Azimio.
Do you think it's that?
That's a fact.
Because you're making it seem simple, but according to them, even now,
they're
saying if you don't pick Kalonzo, we'll not vote for Raila. Even now.
They think they are upping, they are whatever, but it doesn't. Look here. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, who is a good friend, is a good person, has nowhere else to go. He should have run as Kalonzo Musyoka.
Yeah.
Oka. Then he would have remained relevant, even if he lost. But now can he go to Ruto? This is what these boys around him, these young fellows around him, are telling him that we have offers the other side. Which offer is the other side?
And I was going to ask you, if he goes to the other side, if he
he'll just be
decides...
sulking. And make no mistake, we keep making this mistake that the ordinary voter is a fool. Yes, they may not be as educated, as informed as we are. But they can see it for what it is. If you go to work, they can see what you are doing. They can see it's just anger. People in Western are already talking about it. They know Mudavadi is not going anything to get from Ruto. It is just anger. They know he was just annoyed and angry. Yeah. So by June, mid-June, towards the end of June, all these things will have been dealt with by time. And people will have healed and they will be moving on. Kalonzo Musyoka will be campaigning for Raila harder than anybody else.
You say that for sure.
Because, and I've said this many times, Kalonzo has no future in politics if he's not within Azimio. Because I am sure they will win. So being with this winning team will guarantee him a future in politics. A future that may mean even him being president or just remaining relevant. If he opts out of Azimio, he has no future. And let me tell you this, the people who are pushing him, some of them even want him to go out of politics. I will mention somebody like Junior. Junior is the heir apparent to the Kambani throne. And he cannot succeed to the throne if Kalonzo is there. And the Junior knows the moment Kalonzo exits the political scene, which is what will happen if he leaves Azimio, automatically Junior will be the kingpin of Ukambani.
Are you saying...
And he will be happy to push Kalonzo into that oblivion. Kina Wambua want to be senators. Kina Manzo want to be senators. They're hanging on what Wazungu and his coattails to become. Malala did it. He's almost becoming senator. Sakaja did it. Not senator, governor. Sakaja did it. He's almost becoming governor. These people want positions, and they know by pushing Kalonzo, they will get those positions. They endear themselves to the community. But they are pushing Kalonzo out of politics into oblivion.
Someone want to know, are you indirectly saying that if Kalonzo leaves Azimio, it is no loss for Raila? Is that what you're saying?
That.
Because
I began by saying Raila will be hit by a Kalonzo departure.
Okay.
No doubt about that. But I've also added that anger may not last. As we move towards election, Raila will salvage a reasonable number of the left, the voters for Ukambani who have left. And he will end up with like 65-70% of Ukambani, which is good enough for him.
The picture that has been painted within Kenya Kwanza is that Raila he wants them to be on their knees. Remember what Mudavadi said. He wants them to beg for all these things. If Kalonzo shifts, if Kalonzo goes and they don't give him the running mate position, is this picture going to be seen more within the country, that Raila is that kind of dictatorial leader within?
What dictatorial? You know, politics is dictated by many things. The most obvious one here is that Raila has Uhuru support. And for that, the running mate who is most likely going to come from Mount Kenya. All of us have known it.
Okay.
So why are they not seeing this thing? It is just there for you to see.
Oh.
Yeah. But Raila again can also be convinced by people that you need Ukambani votes and make the blunder of giving Ngilu the running mate. He can do that. Yeah, I hear she has been brought back to the shortlist. Oh. She wasn't there. She had been left out. Now she's been. I've heard.
And you're calling it a blunder if they give Ngilu?
Yeah, it's a blunder. You better leave this position blank. She's a good lady, but there's nothing. She will not bring Ukambani votes. The kingpin of Ukambani is Kalonzo Musyoka.
Okay.
And I'm telling you, Kalonzo Musyoka should be treated well. Being treated well does not mean being given
the running mate's position.
It includes not being equated to Mutua and Kibwana and Ngilu.
Okay.
It must be obvious he's the kingpin. And he must negotiate for the community. And the community must be given something out of this incoming government, from this incoming Raila government. That's what I think should be good. But I'm telling you, nobody will campaign for Raila more than Kalonzo Musyoka.
Same thing you said about One Kenya joining Raila's side.
But where are they now?
They are there.
Yeah.
Well, moving forward, for Raila Odinga and Uhuru Kenyatta, it seems it's quite a difficult position for them to be in right now. Ruto is calling them, he's continuing with the talk of project.
Yes.
When a running mate is picked from Mount Kenya, is this project thing going to look worse for Raila Odinga?
Those are some of the things you have to deal with in politics. perceptions, realities, casualties, losses. It's part of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like when I was being taught how to drive, I was told, my friend, don't behave like at some point they will clear the road for you. Then you drive on the road. No, there will be other cars driven by lunatics. That when you are driving, I was told, you are the only normal person. That's the mentality. Everybody else is mad, including pedestrians. And I began to see it was true when I started driving. People cross the road like as if they were not even aware they are in Nairobi. They think they are in some village in Luombe.
Oh.
You see?
Yeah.
And drivers make moves. So there is no way the road will be cleared for you in politics to drive on the road alone. You are going to drive on the road. Politics is full of people. Not all of them are sane drivers. Not all of them are sane pedestrians. Road users are not all sane. In politics, it's the same.
So the project thing
You will deal with this. You will deal with the project tag.
Okay.
You will deal with what comes with you picking Ngilu.
Okay.
As opposed to Kalonzo, if you pick Ngilu. You will deal with Mother Karua if you give Sabina Chege. And there are many people supporting Mother Karua across the country. And you will have to deal with all that. That is part of politics.
If Raila picks Sabina Chege,
Yes.
who would you recommend for Ruto so that we can see a stiff race this year?
Unfortunately for Ruto, he may not solve the Murang'a puzzle. Because if he's going to pick among people we know, it will be Alice Wahome and
Ndindi.
Ndindi Nyoro. But he can pick a technocrat from Murang'a.
Ah.
Yeah, it's possible. Because this Murang'a question is serious. Otherwise, on top of my head, I will give you Rigathi.
Still said Rigathi last time we talked.
I've said it many times. And I think he will get.
Let's find the conversation there. I think this has been a good conversation on running meet. We have a couple of days so that we can see what will be happening. And then after that, ni siasa kuenda mbele. Siasa kupiga.
Now waambie watu wa subscribe.
Yeah.
We really want to grow with them, so they need to subscribe. And it's really important.
Okay, go ahead and subscribe. If you've been watching us on TV and you've never clicked the red button, please go ahead and click it. Click the notification bell so that you become the first one to view it every single time we do upload a video. We will have these conversations again. Have yourself a lovely rest of your day. Have a good week. Blessings come towards your side.